Hey Crimpies!
We're about to get floopy.
Welcome to me and Pat's first ever YouTube video. We decided that we're gonna do a video every day and talk about some shit.
And things are gonna get pretty heated and naughty.
The theme of today is lamps.
So, I bought my first lamp when I was 13 and I was just coming out of university and I had nowhere to go because everywhere was dimly lit. I lived in New York City, of course, which is a suburb outside of Wagga Wagga. And when I got my first lamp, it was beige with the gold tassels around it and it made a sound every time it turned on. It went, "Hi!" So that was my first lamp. How was your first lamp experience?
Oh my god, my first lamp experience was such a disaster. I walked into a store. A woman said, "Hi, welcome to Lamps." I said, "Whoa, fuck off." And she said, "Whoa, what's with the attitude?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I had a fight with my mother this morning and you remind me of her." And she said, "Well, it's funny you should say that. I had a fight with my daughter this morning and she looks like a rat, which kind of reminds me of you." And I said, "Wow, no one's ever called me that before." And she said, "Hey, why are you here?" And I said, "To be honest, I'm here to get a lamp." And she said, "Well, if you come on the back, there's some cool lamps down the back." And I followed her. And I followed her down this really deep corridor. And there was jinglets there, and there was tinkles, and there was a flayed man. And we stepped around that because it was a bit ooky spooky. And then behind the flayed man, there was this green lampshade that had little droplets on it. Yes, you know the one.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. So I put this green lampshade and I was like, I love that green lampshade, but I would love a light for it. And she brought out a torch. And I said, hang on, that's crazy. I've never thought of as like a torch as a lamp. And she said, all sources of life are lamps.
Yes.
And I've never looked at the sun the same way since.
Yes. And that's kind of what's important about our generation, is that we have to sort of consider these things in a more communal space. And I think that's important to sort of remind everyone about forgiveness.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching tonight.
Today or tonight, wherever you are in the world.
We'll be back next week, tomorrow, with a whole new segment about cooking without looking.
Cooking without looking. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye,
Flippies. Mwah.